You're watching ABC7 News at 5.
Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis. Thanks so much for being with us. Jacqueline has the night off. New tonight, a Venice man will spend the rest of his life in prison for a 2011 double murder. John Allen Lee sentenced in a Sarasota County courtroom this afternoon. He avoided the death penalty after the jury failed to reach a unanimous recommendation to the judge. Earlier this week, that jury convicted him of murdering his ex-girlfriend, Tracy Nabergall, and friend, Jason Salter. Nabergall's son says although they didn't get the sentence they wanted, he's relieved the case is now over.
We have comfort in that, and I think my mom and Jace can finally rest in peace. But I'm a family, and they've been a big support, and you know, we're all just kind of getting through this together.
The jury came back with a 9-3 vote for the death penalty, but again, a jury must unanimously vote for death in order for it to be imposed. This was the third time Lee was tried in this case. Previous trials resulted in a mistrial and his conviction being overturned. A Port Charlotte mom is facing charges after detectives say she ran over her son in the parent drop-off area at Port Charlotte High School. Sheriff detectives say it happened yesterday at the school. The boy was taken to the hospital with leg injuries. That's where detectives say Nadine Williams tried to hide the fact her driver's license was suspended and she did not have insurance. According to Charlotte County Sheriff's Office, Williams told the detective, quote, "I know I'm suspended, but I have to drive. It's not like I'm murdering or raping." A middle school student in Northport is facing criminal charges. Northport police say the 13-year-old student at Heron Creek Middle School made a comment about weapons to another student, and that second student then reported it. After interviewing the boy and his parents, they found he did not have access to firearms, but he is being charged for verbal threats. Police are encouraging parents to talk to their children and let them know that comments like these are taken very seriously. Suncoast schools are struggling to find ways to pay for state-mandated school resource officers. In both Manatee and Sarasota counties, the school districts have been paying to have SROs in middle and high schools for years. But now the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School's Public Safety Act mandates that elementary schools also have SROs. That costs Manatee County schools an extra $1.1 million a year and Sarasota County schools an extra $2.4 million. The districts are fronting those extra dollars this year, but need a plan for years to come.
The legislature did give us additional money, but even with that additional money on the school district side, the deficit's $1.4 million.
But that categorical funding would leave us short about $3.1 million, and that's the deficit that we're currently wrestling with.
Both districts are committed to keeping these SROs in schools regardless of how they'll be funded next year. The funding decisions will come as the districts work on their 2018 and 2019 budgets. A new elementary school is coming soon to East Manatee County, and school officials want your ideas about what it should be named. 1 week from today, the district will host a town hall meeting to give parents and citizens an opportunity to get more information on that new school. The town hall will be held Thursday, April 19th at 6 p.m. in the cafeteria at Buffalo Creek Middle School. The meeting will also kick off the process of selecting a name. The new school is scheduled to open in August of 2019 on 115th Avenue East in Parrish. The Sarasota County School District's Volunteer and Partnership Recognition Celebration took place earlier this week, and one of those honored was Ted Downing, a man who is shaping the lives of teens at Booker High School. ABC7's Rick Adams joins us now live from the school with more on his story tonight. Rick?
This is a guy who truly is making a difference. He's had an impact on so many students. Meet Ted Downing. He is transforming the lives of Booker High School students one teenager at a time. The former bank executive, entrepreneur, and teacher was just named the Outstanding Senior Volunteer for the Sarasota County School District. The 73-year-old has been mentoring students at the school for nearly 7 years, teaching them life skills that they can use in and out of the classroom.
I'm working with them on essential soft skills, the things they're going to need to be successful once they get out into the world, how they address people, how they introduce themselves to people, how they basically interact and communicate, build relationships, network.
A major focus for Downing is creating a pathway for a student to go to college, finding out scholarship information and researching all the ways for students to be able to pay for college, and also guide them to becoming mentors themselves. Booker High School senior Lilia Zotti is one of the students that has greatly benefited from Downing's mentoring. She's planning on going to Florida Southern College on a full scholarship.
If it wasn't for especially his interview advice, because I had to do an interview and I had never been to a scholarship interview before that, I probably wouldn't have gotten it.
Amanda Baxter is another senior whose life Downing has helped change, mainly because of his guidance. She will be attending St. Leo University, where scholarship money will be covering the cost of most of her college education.
You are an amazing inspiration to myself, and I know with other students here on Booker High's campus, and you know, you're like a second dad.
Downing says volunteering and passing along his knowledge was the best way to have a significant impact on students.
The most important thing to me is to understand who they are, to be able to examine themselves internally, and to see how they can use all of the skills and all the things that they have, of which there are many, to be able to get them to be the best possible people they can be.
And Downing says he will continue to improve things here with more social media. Reporting live from Sarasota this evening, I'm Rick Adams. Scott, back to you.
All right, Rick, thank you so much. Volunteers like Ted there make a huge difference in our schools. Awesome job by him. Let's get a check on our weather now with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan. Another nice day, Bob.
Yeah, temperatures warm today, right around average. A lot of sunshine out there. High pressure continuing to dominate our weather. The humidity values will come up a little bit tomorrow, more so on Saturday, and it's going to start to feel more like summer by Saturday afternoon. But boy, it's been nice out there. Out on the water where it's been a little bit cooler near the coastline because of obviously the water temperature in the mid-70s there, but inland areas in the low to mid-80s today. Titan radar picture showing a few showers on the east coast wrapping around that high pressure ridge, which is now just off the coast of the Carolinas. We're getting more of an easterly component to the wind as opposed to north, so it will be a little bit warmer overnight as opposed to this morning's lows. And the evening planner looks nice, 68 by 11 o'clock. Not a lot going on, just a lot of fair skies right through the 11 o'clock hour. Current temperatures into the 70s in Pensacola, Jacksonville, Orlando now at 79. A bit warmer in Key West at 81. It's 80 now in Miami. And as far as the futurecast goes, a few showers along the East Coast. Not much going on here. We'll see generally fair skies. More on your weather in just a few minutes. Scott.
All right, Bob, thank you. President Trump is at war with Amazon, attacking the company for its relationship with the United States Postal Service and the effects on other retailers. But is there more to what's really bothering him? ABC7's Alan Cohn joins us to explain what's coming up on ABC7 at 7. Alan?
Scott, President Trump has been relentlessly criticizing Amazon publicly, claiming the United States its Postal Service is losing billions of dollars every time it delivers a package to the company. It is unusual. Not only is President Trump claiming USPS loses $1.47 on every Amazon package it delivers, he's also blaming the company for a number of retailers that have gone out of business in recent years. But political analysts say it is really less about Amazon and more about its CEO, Jeff Bezos. Bezos also owns the Washington Post.
He thinks that they're fake news. Not surprisingly, anything that he disagrees with is tagged as fake news. But the Times and the Post have been the most aggressive at pursuing stories that Trump doesn't like.
Coming up tonight on ABC7 at 7, we're looking into what kinds of impact Trump's attacks are having on Amazon. Also, how much of these attacks are really about the Washington Post and not Amazon. Scott, back to you.
All right, Alan, we'll see you tonight. Thank you so much. ABC7 business commentator Richard Stern joined just now. And Richard, the roller coaster on Wall Street continuing again today.
Scott, it's really incredible. If you think about it, a gain or loss of 250 points in one day should be a big deal. That's the smallest move we've seen in the last 3 days. Yesterday, we were down 251 points. Chicken feed compared to everything else. So what can I say? Indeed, we spent the entire day in plus territory today. The high of the day was up 402 points. And with all the craziness Scott and I have just talked about, and believe it or not, so far for the month of April, and I realize it's only the 12th, we have not had back-to-back down days. Might seem like it, but we haven't. We had a very strong day today. Airline stocks and bank stocks did particularly well, but across the board, darn good numbers. Let's take a look at the figures as they stand. The Dow Jones Industrial Average 24,483.05, a gain of 294 points, 1.2%. That on volume of 871 million shares. The NASDAQ for the day up 1%, more than 71 points at 7,140.25. That on volume of 2,486 million shares. The Standard & Poor's, the laggard, but not bad, up 0.8%, almost 22 points at 2,663.99. Well, I sometimes remind you, our viewers, that stocks do go up on down days. Well, today I've got just the opposite to tell you. How about a stock that went down on an up day? Bed Bath & Beyond. Its shares fell by a whopping 20%, 20% today, after the company said its same-store sales came in below projections, and more importantly, it said going forward, it does not see any sales growth for the remainder of this calendar year. You put that all together, Wall Street says sell, and when a stock drops 20% in one day, doesn't matter if the market had been up, if the market had been down, or if the market had been sideways, at the end of the day, wow, look at that. Earnings, problems.
Another brick and mortar.
You got it. Exactly right.
So what should we look for tomorrow then?
Well, I mentioned that bank stocks did very well. Right. We're finally going to get into earnings season, the real deal, what we do for a living. Yeah. And Wells Fargo is going to report, JP Morgan is going to report, and Citibank. So those are three major banks. Yep. We'll see what they do.
Okay, we'll watch for that tomorrow.
Got it.
Richard, thank you.
You're welcome.
Still to come in your Suncoast News tonight, new technology that could help protect you and your family during hurricane season. And Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with your first alert weather forecast for the upcoming weekend and the chance for some rain. Plus, why researchers say computers are more accurate than the human eye for diagnosing cancer.
Sponsored by Sunset Cadillac. Thanks to all of you who participated in ABC7's Caribbean Cruise Giveaway Contest. Join us as we celebrate our grand prize winner, Joyce Fakowski of Northport. Married for 13 years in June, Joy and her husband, Don, are excited to celebrate their anniversary on a spectacular 7-night luxury Caribbean cruise for two. Congratulations, Joy and Don. Bon voyage. ABC7, we're here for you.
It's California Closet's Lighting and Accessories Sales Event. Save up to $1,000 now through April 30th. Call 1-800-CAL-CLOSETS for your free design consultation or visit us online at californiaclosets.com.
The La Musica International Chamber Music Festival, the annual celebration of a distinctive cultural gem in Sarasota, with renowned musicians from around the world. April 9th through April 18th at the Sarasota Opera House. Visit lamusicafestival.org, click on Festival, open tickets, and get your seats now.
When money's tight and emergencies arise, CashNetUSA.com is available 24/7 to deliver quick loans for approved customers when they need it the most.
Apply now at CashNetUSA.com.
Money's on the way with CashNet USA.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Choral Artists of Sarasota presents Saints and Singers. The powerful voices of the 40 choral artist singers are joined by acclaimed mezzo-soprano Amy Jo Connors, performing John Rutter's arrangements of such beloved spirituals as Joshua Fit the Battle of Jericho, When the Saints Go Marching In, and more. The concert also features medleys highlighting hits from Broadway and the sublime music of Cole Porter. Sunday, April 15th, 7:30 p.m. at First Church, Sarasota. Tickets and info are at choralartistsarasota.org or by calling 387-4900.
My name is Stephen Campagna. We're Ben Gates and Dramus, and here is your law tip of the week. If you've been injured in an accident, whether or not it's your fault, your insurance company might be responsible for some of your expenses. So give us a call. We've got your back.
It's California Closet's lighting and accessories sales event. Save up to $1,000 now through April 30th. Call 1-800-CAL-CLOSETS for your free design consultation or visit us online at californiaclosets.com.
It's technology that could save hours of work when time is short before a hurricane. New sand machines will now take the place of people who would normally have to fill thousands of sandbags by hand. ABC7's Marla Spence has more from Manatee County.
Filling sandbags in Manatee County during hurricane season will now be a thing of the past. The county is buying 5 sandbagging machines. These are the machines by Bircham Bagger that's being purchased by the county. All 5 of them are costing the county more than $99,000. The purchase is to make hurricane preparations easier this year. During Hurricane Irma, more than 100 county employees and volunteers filled 150,000 sandbags by hand. It took 5 days to get all of those bags filled. This hurricane season, the county wants to cut down on the time and the manpower used to prepare for storms. Just one machine will fill approximately 750-pound sandbags per hour with a team of 5 staff members. With all 5 machines and 25 staff members, 42,000 50-pound sandbags will be produced in just 12 hours. Distribution sites for sandbags this hurricane season will also be changing. Those sites will be the Bradenton Area Convention Center and Bennett Park. I'm Marla Spence reporting in Manatee County for ABC7, your Suncoast News.
Marla, thank you. The names of 4 deadly hurricanes that slammed parts of the United States, Central America, and the Caribbean last year are now being retired. Harvey, Irma, Maria, and Nate will be replaced with Harold, Idalia, Margot, and Nigel. 86 names have been retired from the Atlantic Basin since 1954. The names are retired if the storms were so severe that their future use would be insensitive. The new names will make their debut during the 2023 hurricane season. And Bob, we're going to have to get used to the names for this year, though, first. Right?
Yeah, that's right. And, you know, it's interesting about the names, Scott. They started in the late 70s, 79, and then that's the male and female names. Obviously, right. We had names before that in the late 50s with Camille, 1960, obviously, 1969. We are looking at, again, new names every 6 years that they retire these. So, again, we'll use those numbers again in names in 6 years from now. Here are the names, the list of the 2018 hurricane season. You see it right there: Alberto, Beryl, Chris, Debbie. These names may be familiar because we used them in 2012 as well. Ernesto, Florence, Gordon, Helene, and Isaac. Let's hope we only go to that far. Really, that would be a very normal season if we got that far. As far as our current conditions go, here's a look at what's happening out there. Lots of sunshine around as a result of a high pressure ridge which continues to dominate the weather over all of the southeast for that matter. Now we're getting a little bit more humidity back into play. It was nice though today, comfortable conditions. That frontal boundary weakening and pretty much gone now down to our south. That's the one that brought us all the rain a couple of days ago. Temperature right now 77 in Tallahassee. It's 74 in Jacksonville, 80 Miami, 81 now into Key West, and temperature 77 in Inglewood, 76 now Cortez. So right along the coast with that sea breeze developing, temperatures are pretty much what the water temperature is taken at the end of the Venice Pier at 76. 82 though in Arcadia, 82 in Sebring. These numbers are going to go higher tomorrow. We're looking for mid-80s, 79 right now. We have a dew point temperature at 54. Yesterday it was in the mid-40s. You'll notice that number is starting to come up. So not as cool tonight. To start things off, on Friday we'll see low temperatures right around seasonal averages and maybe a little bit warmer near the coast. So here's the GFS forecast. Now watch this model yesterday, and it is indicating some severe storms, the potential thereof, into the lower Mississippi Valley on Saturday and in the panhandle of Florida. That's Saturday. Now we move it in through time. You can see that rough weather Saturday afternoon and into Sunday night. Still the potential for some storms. And as far as Sunday goes, this particular model yesterday had this line moving onshore at around 10. Now it's moving it later into the day along the coast. And if that's the case, there's a good potential to see some stronger thunderstorms, I think, because the daytime heating and the energy will be there for the storms on into Sunday afternoon. I think we'll see a few showers around Sunday morning. Better chance for more concentrated storms in the afternoon and evening. The GFS obviously is showing the rainfall continuing to linger into Sunday evening. And the European is more in line with this. We'll show the European model here coming up in the 5:30 newscast as far as that goes. You can see the snow falling as far south, though, as Indiana and into Illinois and into Ohio on Tuesday of next week. So that snow not going away anytime soon. I mentioned the severe weather potential. That's going to be some rough going across parts of the Panhandle and into the lower Mississippi Valley on into Saturday. For us, we're in a risk, not the tornadic risk and not the high risk that we're seeing now for Saturday, but we'll have a risk for thunderstorms and the potential for some stronger storms here, I think, Sunday afternoon and evening. So we'll watch that. That will be a first alert weather day, especially in the afternoon and early evening. Well, I mentioned the winter storm, which is starting to take shape over the northern Rockies. It's going to cause some problems throughout the next 48 hours. Here's a quick hitter across parts of the Upper Peninsula of Michigan earlier today, now moving in through Canada. It's been rainfall mainly through New York, and then that winter storm gathering strength over parts of the northern Rockies with some heavy snowfall there. Snowstorm forecast. This is just through Sunday, and you can see that area in dark purple, and you can see that dark blue. That's up to 6 to 12 inches of snowfall. Blizzard-like conditions expected over the northern plains and upper Mississippi Valley. For boaters, southeast winds turn to the south. It will start off at 15 knots and then subside somewhat in the afternoon at 5 to 10, turning to the south. A moderate chop in the bays and inland waters. The forecast looks like this. Nice tomorrow, warmer. It will feel much warmer on Saturday. Summer-like greetings expected across inland areas. 90% chance now for showers and thunderstorms, mainly in the afternoon and evening, some of which could be strong. High temperatures then cooling down after the front moves through. Low 70s to mid 70s on Monday and Tuesday, and it stays pretty nice throughout much of the work week next week. Scott?
All right, Bob, thank you. Let's check first alert traffic. There's a crash at the intersection of US 41 and University Parkway in North Sarasota, and it is causing backups as you head north on 41. This was a multi-vehicle crash at that intersection, so they're still obviously cleaning up things there at the intersection. In health news tonight, computers help diagnose a deadly cancer, save time, and actually be a little more accurate than the human eye. With more, here's ABC's Arlette Saenz.
You know someone affected by this disease. In certain states, an estimated 10% of women were diagnosed with cervical cancer in 2014. It is caused by HPV, human papillomavirus, and diagnosed by a pap smear, looking at a few cervical cells under a microscope. Or it turns out with a computer. New research looks at how computers stack up to humans when detecting precancerous cervical cells. The computer is taught what normal and abnormal cells look like, and the study shows that the computers did just as well and maybe even better than the human eye. Doctors are hopeful that this new technology will improve the speed without negatively impacting the accuracy of this life-saving screening measure. Remember, the HPV virus now has one of the most effective vaccines in recent history, and those who get the shots before age 15 may not have to worry about cervical cancer. But until more have the vaccine, the computer can help. With this Medical Minute, I'm Arlette Saenz, ABC News.
Those suffering from Parkinson's disease are encouraged to attend a free event on that condition this Saturday. Neurologists and specialists from around the country and here on the Suncoast will be at Roberts Arena in Sarasota. They'll be talking about how patients can live well with Parkinson's. The neurodegenerative disease has no known cure, and more than 200,000 cases are diagnosed in the U.S. every year. The event happens from 8 a.m. until 3 at Roberts Arena in Sarasota on Fruitville Road. While the event is free, registration is required. You can learn more about how to do that on our website. Just look for this story at mysuncoast.com. Coming up, a gorilla at Busch Gardens plays monkey see, monkey do with its trainer. And what else is unique about this species of endangered turtles other than its punk rock hairstyle? We'll have the story coming up.
Rose takes her volunteering for Tidewell Hospice very seriously. But she knows how to have fun, too. And that's what she brings when we're invited to visit patients as part of Tidewell's pet therapy program. People love to see her. She really brightens their day. She makes people smile. And in end-of-life care, a smile can be a wonderful gift. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
Rugs as Art. You know the name, you know the building, but do you know what's inside? Yes, Rugs as Art is Florida's #1 area rug superstore. But there is so much more. Amazing furniture, accessories, and art. All this and more. Come see for yourself. You'll love our personal touch and be pleasantly surprised by our affordable prices. Rugs as art and more. There is so much more to explore.
The Wild Broadway series brings you Funny Girl. Fanny Bryce dreams of being famous and through sheer guts and determination becomes a star of the Ziegfeld Follies. Playing March 28th through April 15th, it's the songs and story that generations have grown to love. Call the Players Center at 365-2494 or visit us at theplayers.org. Don't rain on my parade. Come see Funny Girl.
20 years ago, the moviegoers of Sarasota looked up at the silver screen and wanted something more. And they got exactly what they wanted. 20 years of some of the best independent films from around the world. The most iconic Hollywood stars walking the red carpet. The most glamorous parties in Southwest Florida. 20 years building up to the most exciting announcement in, well, 20 years. At the Sarasota Film Festival, April 13th to the 22nd.
Get to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat in Sarasota for big savings on new Ram trucks during the spring sales event. Shop the area's largest selection of new Ram trucks. Get the all-new redesigned 2018 Ram Quad Cab for as little as $23,999. Or save big and get up to $12,400 off a new Ram Bighorn Crew Cab. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat in Sarasota today.
Enjoy some of the best Suncoast restaurants on me. Just go to mysuncoast.com/dining, sign up for the newsletter if you haven't already, and you can win a $50 gift card to a restaurant in our area. We'll pick a winner each week, so go on our website and sign up now.
Firefighters outside Chicago spent hours battling a massive mansion fire. The Chicago Tribune reporting no one was at the home when the fire happened, but a dog was rescued. Fire officials say it caused significant water and fire damage to the home. The cause of that blaze is still under investigation. The home was built more than a century ago, and workers had just finished installing a new roof earlier in the day. An Australian river turtle with what looks like punk rock style hair is on a new list of endangered reptiles. What appears to be hair on the Mary River turtle is actually algae. It grows on the animal's head because the turtle can live underwater for up to 3 days. A reptile biologist says the pet trade led to the loss of an entire generation of these Mary River turtles. A real-life mother goose's decision to make a playground her personal nest is backed by the federal government. Jeremy Roth explains in today's Take a Look at This.
Wichita, Kansas has been enjoying some nice weather recently, so why are the kids at Envision's Child Development Center having recess indoors?
A goose, the mother. A goose protecting its eggs.
That's right, a goose has taken over the playground after laying eggs in a garden bed. So why don't employees just gently coax the mama bird to relocate, you say?
It's illegal to move her eggs. It's a federal offense.
It's true. Geese are protected under the Migratory Bird Treaty Act, so employees can't move her. So while the kids will have to wait patiently to play outside until after the eggs hatch, at least in the meantime, they'll get to witness a real-life Mother Goose story. Monkey see, monkey do. Well, okay, a gorilla. A trainer and her primate pal put on a show at Busch Gardens Park in Tampa, Florida. Animal care specialist Rachel Hale works with gorillas and chimpanzees at the park. Here, she's training with Bolingo, a 12-year-old gorilla that loves to play copycat. Busch Gardens is renowned for its animal habitats as well as lush gardens and thrill rides, and the park shared this heartwarming moment on its Facebook page. The park says this type of training enables trust and positive relationships with the animals. It also promotes a mentally and physically stimulating environment. For Take a Look at This, I'm Jeremy Roth.
Pretty cool, right up the road. Still to come in your Suncoast News, why a major road project in Venice has been delayed before it could even get underway. Plus, a look at one of the biggest days for Special Olympic athletes in our area. Stay with us.
It's California Closet's Lighting and Accessories Sales Event. Save up to $1,000 now through April 30th. Call 1-800-CAL-CLOSETS for your free design consultation or visit us online at californiaclosets.com.
Fun for the whole family, the 26th Annual Venice Shark's Tooth Festival, benefiting special athletes of Sarasota County, fossil vendors, arts and crafts, food, children's games, and live entertainment with headliners the Gator Creek Band on Friday night, Rockin' Rogues, Maiden Cane, Glass Onion, Kettle of Fish, Paisley Craze, and the Boogeymen. Admission $4, children 12 and under free. Parking is free. The annual Venice Shark's Tooth Festival, April 13th, 14th, and 15th at the Venice Airport Festival Grounds.
I heard about the Detoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Detoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was and some additional cancers that were not found during the biopsy. I would recommend the Detoli Cancer Center. As a group of human beings, they are unbelievably great.
The Mark, Sarasota. Landmark living in the center of it all. A private oasis in the sky. Luxurious private amenities. Promenade shopping and dining. The best of downtown downstairs. Now under construction and priced from the mid-700s. This is life, right where you want it. Call or visit our Discovery Sales Gallery today. The Mark Sarasota, presented by the Culture Group.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Choral Artists of Sarasota presents Saints and Singers. The powerful voices of the 40 choral artist singers are joined by acclaimed mezzo-soprano Amy Jo Connors, performing John Rutter's arrangements of such beloved spirituals as Joshua Fit the Battle of Jericho, When the Saints Go Marching In, and more. The concert also features medleys highlighting hits from Broadway and the sublime music of Cole Porter. Sunday, April 15th, 7:30 p.m. at First Church, Sarasota. Tickets and info are at choralartistsarasota.org or by calling 387-4900.
It's California Closet's Lighting and Accessories Sales Event. Save up to $1,000 now through April 30th. Call 1-800-CAL-CLOSETS for your free design consultation or visit us online at californiaclosets.com.